Misses one of them. Just dips it a little bit too far below the net, but up for 1, 2, 3. Nearly the triple tap, but assists Daniel for our first goal in the Rocket League this whole event.
I don't even know, what is this? Like, it's just a double, but it's still a mech in itself, and Daniel to claim.
Yes, they didn't make it out of Swiss, didn't quite make it to the quarterfinals, but a stunning player in his own right. A central pass though, Nas, the second for G2, this time assisted by Dan.
The feed back and forth now on the opposing end of it, but my gosh, like you said, I mean, it's just this crazy resume that your goal for Limitless in this matchup, right? You're going up against the reigning, regional champions right now. They're slotting shots off the crossbar like lasers. Most you can do at this point is just try your hardest to defend. I mean, they had, what, 4 saves before this, but this is the one. I mean, it's just a really great performance overall. I do, again, credit to Nas. Everybody was very curious what his performance was going to look like in his very first game on land. You see the fist bumps, smiles for just a tiny bit. Could be easier to make these clears and turn them into transitions. There's an attempted one.
That's a
the bump keeps it out, and off of the post, Limitless are the first to score in game 2.
First to score in game 2, their first goal of this entire event, and against G2. Not gonna lie, Sweaty did his best to miss that one.
Loved the full attack at the end. Everybody pushing up together at the right time, but same can be said for G2. Daniel completely on his own off the post of his own ball at 2 minutes to tie things up.
It was Atomic then moving in to try and get some bumps, but to be honest, to die for, committed far too early to it. That's
actually looked a little discombobulated, and that is so rare. Snowy playing the slow game there, got the save, but Nas ultimately is there to clean up. You saw the push at the right time, and at 35 seconds left, G2 to steal the lead.
It's Limitless, that's it.
One last attempt at a play, but G2 is going to keep this one away from them. Falls down, bounce up, Snowy to catch it. Nas is going to try and kill this ball. And you see the lurk there, but this one's going to hit the ground.
Seeing G2 relinquish control quite frequently of that ball, trying to go for a lot of these long shots. I think keeping Limitless honest. And 1, 2, and to die for. The target man, the tip of the spear, pierces the G2 defense.
This is, again, full team effort for starters. It starts on one end of the field to the does make them uncomfortable. There are very few teams that can be that connected to get around the defense, but they're gonna do it back to them. Nas down to the ground to tie things up.
Seems like Limitless are only ever allowed about a 30-second lead in any given game, and that was not a good touch for him to die for. He comes in, kicking down G2 level once again.
Nas reset, pass over to Atomic. That one's wide, tries to make the double off of it, but the cleanup from Daniel is all it's gonna take. You wanna talk about full team effort, Limitless. G2 is gonna show you how it's done here at a minute 23.
What
the reset,
touch.
the side pass.
Sweaty was in net thinking, all right, this is to the side now, I'll see what Atomic does. Oh my word, it's in front of me. Oh my word, Daniel's there. And they've scored, but to die for. An immediate response.
Go back to the basics. A demo and a simple flick is all it took.
Totally.
And Sweaty's gonna try his hardest to start it off
one's
into
there.
a center, but no, like you said, nobody's there. I mean, you can play a patient game. Atomic's going for the demo. He gets it. Daniel to score. This is G2's game.
The perfect transition. Nas to Dan. Atomic puts on Predator vision and destroys the favor of Limitless here, but Sweaty relinquishing control. This ball now has to be kept up. Nas back ball. The double is there, saved away. Sweaty control now.
This one's in though. Of course, it's ending with Daniel, the one that honestly, he started it all. This is our Mechie man. Short of how the expectations have been put on for them, but yes, on the flip side of things, Powers, they've looked incredible. They've done it. First to score is Torsos.
Torsos, one of the oldest people I've ever met in my life. Still here, playing Rocket League. I challenge burst Exotic. Exotic the first man to it, 50 seconds left to go. Monkey Moon just on target. Fever, final chance. Monkey Moon below the crossbar and an equalizer.
I gotta give it to Power. They made that first initial save right there, but low boost ultimately is what caught them off guard. BD Luke realistically, the gap has been closing in OC, and like you said, Torsas, he's been such a long-standing member. He's the CEO of the Rays. But honestly, it doesn't even matter. Banana Head, the one that popped off at LAN, he's doing it here at EWC.
What a start for Power! And I love they've got their own celebration.
Pass down over to Banana Head, has to send it back up to the sky. Shot comes through from Torsas, and Power take the lead.
That pass completely brings Exotic away from the ball. Banana Head then lands on Drali. Torsas has 4 boosts on that.
Against BDS right now, which is an uncomfortable position for them to be in, because you've got a minute. That's it. It's a tied game. Drali, he finds his way through finally for BDS.
It's a poor touch from Fever, leaves Banana Head in a horrible position, and Charlie
from BDS and the attack. And still, again, you're forced into this patient game if you're BDS, because the defense has been so strong, but finally a gap has been found, and BDS equalized the series.
It's that pressure they've been looking for. Monkey Moon continues to hassle. Torsos goes high. Fever is on side.
And attempting to do it here.
Monkey Moon just taking a cheeky shot on target. Top corner not quite found. I think it would have been to the good if it got there, and Fever, no movement to find himself south. Exotic, he shoots it low in the end. Fever just with no boost, and that ball going very loose in the midfield. It actually flips on the side wall. Up for one, cleared away by Exotic, finds Drali. A little doink onwards. And Power really is struggling to break through that back line, and a touchback from Torsos is terrible.
Oh, it's just such a bad touch and a great demo. Oh man, I mean,
in this individual game, central though with Monkey Moon to Drali, a little old backflip. It does go wide. Monkey Moon with a stat pad. That's going to be his second. And great play from BDS Herc to make sure that they do wrestle back control, because Power, they had it in droves in game number 1.
Is the level of aggression that BDS are bringing to the table. They're angry that they even dropped a game, that the other one was taken to OT in general, and now they're just demoing every single last man off the pitch. You don't even got to do it if you're the last one. Exotic.
Good catch from him. 0 seconds, but it still shows that class. I just get a little tap and smash. 4-0 to the 1v1. Drali's going to be there, gets that 50. Exotic up onto the backboard. Exotic will be faking this one. I saw it coming, as did Monkey Moon, but the defender left blinded.
You, me, the whole world saw that coming from a mile away. The second all 4 wheels touched the backboard.
As and when they apparate.
It's so rough, because this is very reminiscent of what we saw in game 1 from Power, was them finding each other and connecting so well. But
hello.
You know what?
Hello.
I take what I said back.
Banana Head peeling the defense with one pass from Torsos. He manages to outspeed 2 of them.
Not enough sauce to keep them there. BDS, every flip in sight is getting them closer to that net there. Cleanup comes in, Monkey Moon is through, and BDS go to 2.
It's Monkey Moon yet again, that star player for BDS in this game. Set up by Exotic. Again, a fake. The Power defense not quite knowing who's long.
Yes, and it only took, what, like 5 seasons? Oh my, I'm so sorry.
You know what? BDS are good, aren't they?
They're really good.
They've done real well to squeak out of that one.
Well,
Fever going in for...
Hope to connect on it, but BDS are playing the high game. They're taking it away. Demo comes on in, but it doesn't matter. Monkey Moon had all the control in the world. I think it was to air dribble this one down and float it in.
No one's up.
No.
Like,
well, okay, it's no boost for Torsos in that situation.
And looking pretty decent as they do so.
Yeah, they definitely not too bad. Nothing to
lovely pass.
Shake your head about. They found an opportunity and they took it the infield and straight on in. Puts them at a 2-goal deficit. Completely ends it there. But BDS, a rocky beginning in this series, finally find themselves again as they take down Power 3-1.
A quality Power, I would say, in the end as well. Yes, you know, they won that first game. They couldn't quite take games 2, 3, or 4. But realistically, they came off that high from beating Oxygen, and they continued that into game 1.
Esports, they don't get out so easy. Roas down to TRK. Oh, that pass found TRK, who had wide open land in front of him.
Something that XO Esports are going to have to realize is that some of these touches from Falcons, they're bait. They're getting defenders to jump.
Got up and over it. And Team Falcons looks like
They got
into this victory, but this is the last play up at 0 seconds. Lasgo keeps the ball alive. TRK on it. And we'll take this ball to the ground safely. And we have
This is the type of series that this is one in which they have to learn the pace of the play, the ebb and flow, when it speeds up and when it slows down, most notably. But right now we are speeding up out of control as Team Falcons find the net first.
The only goal last game was a passing play. This one, another beauty. The twins connecting, telepathically communicating on that.
Coming out from XO Esports. This time it does fall into their possession, and Kevin at least gets one pinch off the ceiling, but back into possession for Falcons, and off the post and in for Roas.
Let's roll this back, Corelli. Take a look at the tape. Roas goes up, tips it forward, immediately positions for the dunk. Breaking a sweat. It looks so effortless for Team Falcons, but is that an open net goal? It is. Sphinx gets EXO the first goal of the series. What happened here, Corelli?
Well, it was wide open. Team Falcons vacated the center of the field. No one was home. Roas had no base.
Looking to see what Team Falcons give him. TRK racing in. Sphinx a little late to the play, and that is going to lead to a goal for Team Falcons.
I still think it's good from XO Esports to try and bring this ball down. Kevin was trying to buy some space, make that defense respect him, but they didn't. They took that ball away and turned it into a quick counter. Team Falcons.
TRK.
Oh, my.
Pass, and then the tap down. Team Falcons, they're on a different level right now, Corelli.
Yeah, you can see the left side of the field so weak for XO Esports.
That.
And the pre-jump as well certainly doesn't help, but no one was there.
But in the end, Team Falcons hit their stride and close out game 2 in commanding fashion with that 0-second goal.
And in this game, James, in contrast to maybe game 1, there was one singular moment in game 1 where, like, yes, that was the opportunity for XO Esports to score.
Breath, Corelli. Still am.
It's tough to get that angle, but Killers also has another backboard. That's FURIA, and Roas comes through again, and XO Esports, they cannot allow that space to Team Falcons, and they eat them up.
So he threatens getting the flip reset double at such close range, but leaves it for... Contested by TRK. TRK in field. The shot gonna be too tough to handle. Lasco. This ball's coming over his shoulder. Too awkward to save it. What a shot.
And I mean, I don't blame him. That is a perfect shot from Roas.
Perfect shot to put that behind the defender.
It's perfect.
Top corner. Yeah, you cannot shoot that ball better.
Oh, what a fake.
And now the game's starting to get out of reach for XO. Quickly off kickoff. Team Falcons punching their third.
And they both were there, Killers and TRK. They're going to do something, and then when they don't, Roas comes out from behind them and puts it away.
All right. Another bar down goal. I mean, it's just goal explosion, blowing up my eardrums. All thanks to Team Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons taking advantage again. That one right off the crossbar and down. Offense with their pace. And you're seeing it here in this series. A clean 3-0 sweep for Team Falcons.
Team Falcons. They looked unbelievable in that series, Corelli.
Jorby was the one to talk about Mata and getting him going. Jorby saying we want him to pop off here. I think a big thing is getting Mata the opportunity to have opportunity on the ball, but that is the wrong way, fellas. That's the wrong way.
This is a play I'd love to see broken down. Look at what Chronic does. He gets into the middle, he's looking for a bump, but then as soon as he recognizes, not a play you probably could recreate.
No.
Now we see another shot.
Wow.
Scored. Chronic picks up his second goal. This time he's the last one to touch it as he knocks it in.
What a second touch from First Killer, using his flip off the ball to keep that one and keeping the defense off balance, in fact. And maybe a chance for Team Secret to get some control as Brad might find KV1.
Oh,
flip shot, and Team Secret strike back.
And that stabilizes the whole game for Team Secret. KV1 pre-flipping into that. You can see it so close. First Killer. Mata now. Oh, apparently Jack finds a slim window. Brad doesn't have enough boost to get this safely to the corner. Apparently, Jack never leaves the play and gets rewarded.
I would have loved to seen Brad's POV from this. I think he's a little shocked that he has to make the play, and then he's back. Apparently, Jack tries to take the challenge, and good cut from Mata again. But Gen.G, they leave it for first killer. Placement matters, and a 4-1 lead for Gen.G.
And the defense, they're stunned a little bit because they think Chronic is going to get touch on the ball, and that, you know, mesmerized them. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to play keep away.
Jack was up for it as well, but this one will finally drop. And Gen.G, they have shown you how to dismantle.
Curious, Grelly, if we'll see more possession or any possession from Team Secret. There's an early goal. My question got answered early.
Wow.
Get the possession off kickoff.
They get the possession off kickoff. And they put this one away quick, but they really give up possession, James, because they got to go back to a kickoff because they scored so fast. The net.
KV1 scored both goals for Team Secret so far. And now
man.
Brad adds his name to the score sheet.
There they are. Look at this touch from KV1, by the way. Touch of an angel to pick this one up the midfield, and then the bump on Chronic. Brad to clean up, little kiss off the crossbar, and just on that counter, Team Secret have set it up a couple times now. It's apparently Jack trying to chase down KV1. KV1's trying to make sure this one doesn't get back to first killer, and Gen.G finally get on the board.
Look at the perfectly timed flip from first killer. Watch this. He jumps, and then boom, it's like he was pinching.
Got to be careful here because Team Secret, they're looking for the counterattacks. To the backboard it goes. KV1's there. Over apparently Jack and puts it through. Beautiful counter from Team Secret.
This is a completely different Team Secret than we saw from game one. Apparently Jack doesn't get contact on the ball. Looks like
that ball was coming back towards the box. So he whipped back around, but he put it wide. But the follow-up should have been there. They're going to get in the end.
Wow.
Mata puts it home.
What a beatdown.
4-1 for Team Secret and Gen.G. They are stunned.
I'm stunned as well, Corelli. That first game, save some face. Hope slowly dwindling away for Gen.G. They do get one. 9 seconds left, but still a 2-goal deficit, Corelli.
It's enough that it's possible, but it makes it quite improbable, James, at this. Unfortunately, KV1 was all over, and it was just too slow for Gen.G. So Team Secret, give them their flowers. Game one, not good. Towards Gen.G to really change the story. So I expect Team Secret to come out with the same pace, and that one, well, didn't have a lot of pace behind it, but will trickle in for first killer.
And that pinch, I think, surprising everybody. Monta's like, no way he shoots this, right? Gen.G immediately in the driver's seat. Back and forth here. What this? It's like they're playing hot potato with who is going to get off to a good start.
And it looks like game one. It feels like there's a Swiss cheese defense.
Did manage to steal some boost. Mata. Oh, Brad on. Look at that pass. The shot there as well. And you saw it from the defender's perspective, Corelli.
I don't think first killer ever saw him, because that's what. And now a couple flicks on from Team Secret gets it out, but Gen.G looking to pick up possession unless they get bombed, and KV1's there to crash the net. And even in transition, when they give up the possession, James, they chase it down and ensure a goal.
And I wonder if that was a miscommunication there between first killer and apparently.
Both teams been kind of pushing each other to the limit on defensively, and Mata can't get the touch. Apparently Jack puts it home.
I don't think Mata was bumped. I think he just jumped early. So we take a look at this again. Yeah, which maybe a tough read. It's tough to
was going to go. He just wanted to ensure that a body was going to be across the net.
Oh,
and
another
now,
goal.
Gen.G off the kickoff. Apparently Jack, once again, puts away his second, and Gen.G starting to run away with it.
I mean, the first game, Gen.G was hot. The second game, fun to watch, but ultimately did not work out for Team Secret, and Gen.G will be moving on to match point.
Against Gen.G, and Gen.G now they demo the last man. It's wide open. Chronic's going to put it home, and Gen.G start off on the right foot.
And that demo was huge. I mean, KV1 last back. Apparently Jack, so annoying. When apparently Jack is playing first killer, little tip. Apparently Jack was still going for that ball. And this is an all-out attack from Gen.G.
Now what a touch from First Killer. I mean, he's flipping around, you know, 360. And another touch from
Chronic. Late pass over. First Killer has a double.
What a pass.
Oh, it's just perfect. It's on a dime.
It cannot be drawn up any better than this from apparently Jack.
Look at that touch.
It's beautiful.
Perfection. Land it. Gives KV1 the ball. KV1 ground pinch. And KV1 has been the star player for me from Team Secret, and this is a star player play.
And I'm surprised that nobody is up to challenge KV1 at all.
Trying to be annoying in the midfield. KV1 has the ball. 1v1 situation. KV1 comes out on top again.
This guy's a magician. Defenders don't know what to do with him. I mean, there's one in the net there. And he goes right over the top himself, and Team Secret are within one.
This game has gotten interesting, Corelli. Is that on target? It is. I mean, we've seen a few goals quickly after kickoff in favor of Gen.G.
Oh man, Mata. And that's tough.
It was a hot and cold series for Gen.G, but in the end, they picked it up when they needed to, and they get the win over Team Secret.
And for, I think, both teams.
Boosts. It's not going to get the job done. Boost total's looking okay for Nkosi Ballers, but where the ball is right now ain't looking good for him. Yan will punch in the first goal.
Start to finish, we have played about a minute and a half. All of FURIA haven't been out of the orange half. Gotta give them a lot.
Seeing them as in-game rivals. But so far, Nkosi Ballers able to get that cleared downfield. Not able to do much else. Yan gives them a little musty.
Yeah, just a little extra mustard on this one from Yan. It's a tester, you know. Look at the pressure downfield. Drufinho in the box, forcing the defense back to handle Yang goals. Probably going to be pretty okay considering how all of game one has gone on. They really just have to hang on, and that will definitely put the dagger in. Yank's an excellent flip reset to close things out. It will put the game well out of reach. FURIA walk into a game two with a comfortable showing in game one.
And expectation, how finding all of your flaws and being able to expose those actually does help a lot, even when you are outmatched. Like Falcons early lost has had a very solid year. And not always true for long.
Oh.
But Yan's the man, dude. He's just sick with it. When he got the space, look at the perfect touch-up, reset, ball so tight, and he just pops it in. He never loses control of the ball, man. You ain't doing nothing.
That's such an unfortunate but the two support players behind him, Cam in the box, should technically be the next to go, but he had zero boost, and now Yan is just dropping it in the top of the net off kickoff.
Oh, Yan. Another perfect high touch. Drufinho's up there, gets a midair, almost got the midair bump anyways.
On the net, you love to see Nkosi Ballers say, all right, if we're down two, down a game in the series, let's go ahead and try and turn up the heat a little bit, as Drufinho unfortunately catches that defense lacking on the rotation back, just a little bit too slow. Guns thinking he has time to go all the way out to the corner, thinking his teammate's gonna win that 50. Yeah, he comes back with 100, but he can't cover it, especially for a team. Like, the best you can hope for is say, all right, we need to get the ball in the hands of, and they miss the ball in the midfield. That also hurts even more, because you're thinking, cool, let's get the ball in the hands of our best players. Look at the pre-jump. They knew they were going for that.
Dude was in the Jurassic waiting. And, wow. Like, you can't hate. You can't hate greatness.
There are times, there was a saying that I told Poab when this happens. You know, they get paid too. They're good too.
That's what makes you a good coach.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap and say, hey, you're playing good ball right now.
Looking at Yan after he's put in 10 goals against you.
Oh, he wants another one.
Oh, go for it. Oh, too heavy.
He's just playing.
Wait, no, we weren't looking at. We didn't know Drufinho was there. Yo.
What is this pinch goal?
That's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness gracious me. No chance for the D game, but you're getting it from FURIA.
Wow.
You say you want them to go for crazy stuff, you're getting all the crazy stuff.
That's because the boys are Clippers, all right? They love the Clippers. Falcons, they're all about team synergy. They're not about the...
They're there to get the job done.
Yeah, you know, they can do style. And I respect Falcons, and, you know, they don't care about style. You know, much more, factor over form maker for FURIA is. I think we both really just wanted him to say, me.
He should have.
I'm the difference maker. Look at him. Come on.
There we go.
It doesn't
4
matter what you do.
goals
Send
on
players
5
in the air.
shots.
Keep them on the ground. Try to bump him. Too bad. What's going on up here, boys?
They're trying. I have to give there from Jufinio.
He earned it.
Yeah, you've earned enough respect.
Yeah.
Oh, and the fake.
Tactical.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely tactical stuff from Yan. He can do it all. He can hit the ball. He can double reset. He can miss the ball.
Look at Lost just turn off this. Nope.
I'm sorry, I said Yan. He
I know
scored
what
the
you
goal.
meant.
My brain did the switch. Put on the 10 burger.
Oh, they're gonna get it.
There it is. Oh, he's going for the pass.
Oh, they're
Back
gonna
to
get
the
it.
Shuffle. Oh, what a block. Does he go for it? No. All right. 2-0 in the games. Might not be much of a backyard left.
Yeah, you.
Oh. And the low
Oh.
50. Jufinio's like, that's cool, yeah, and you do all that stuff in the air, but I like the simple groundwork, starting with a fake, getting with a low 50.
Yeah, game 2 all about the air game. Game 3, here comes the ground attack, maybe. Pretty close. Jufinio taking his chance at the net. This one just high, and there's the follow through. They will definitely give themselves the insurance. They don't want OT. You never know, right?
You never know, and much more respectable scoreline for Nkosi Ballers for sure. Really just showing you what is possible with this team. Actually getting through another goal near the end of the game. Yan puts another one out. I think I know who's winning MVP of this series.
That's a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess it starts with a Y and ends with a Z. With maybe an X there in the middle somewhere.
What's that spell? Absolutely.
What a display. I mean, you got to tip your cap. You know one team is the favorite, right?
Yeah.
But it is not often you get to see a team that is the favorite go out there and say, yep, and here's why. Wondering, does Team Vitality come out here and set the tone? I think right now, Twisted Minds with the edge, but Alpha just straight up wins a 50, and nobody's there for it.
What happened? He end up rushing this. Malpo gets deleted, right? SMW's coming from behind. He saw the demo happening. He tried around him, saying that this guy is special. But here's the double tap. You know who else is special? Zen. Easy double tap, 2-0.
Calm, cool, collected. Alpha 54 pulls out one defender, and look at Zen. There's a hole on the backboard. I'm taking it. The rest is all how can I generate.
But there's multiple Vitality defenders in net. They don't feel threatened at all. And now they just make it even worse. They spread the goal distance even further off a kickoff.
Yeah, Twisted Minds went for a cheeky kickoff idea there. They wanted a shallow cheat back to the left side with it.
Yeah, they lock you down on defense. Radosin is winning those 50-50s. And you're not going to get much done. No goal. Vitality shut them out.
And Twisted Minds elect to let him through and regroup. I love the idea.
Especially because they were a little low on boost, and look what happens. Mawson gets the free goal, nobody in position to make the save.
Yeah, that's what we talked about earlier. There's the eternal push and pull. Twisted Minds decide to fall back, get set, bam, hit him with power. Everyone caught hand in the cookie jar for Vitality.
And excuse me, Zen was in position. It's just 104 kilometers per hour. Skipped it a little high for him. He's sitting a little tight, but here they give it right back to him. Vitality always have a response in the tank.
What happened here on this kickoff exactly, okay? Oh,
wow,
a double cheat, and they just completely block off all lanes.
Almost like an American football move where you're sending the running back up, fullback goes forward, but SMW finally breaks through, and they take the lead back. They don't let Vitality lock down control of the game so early. And a nice double setup for SMW to mid.
You got to give a lot of credit.
And even able to respond. Nalpo will get a free touch. It's looking pretty decent right now on the offense. They're clutching, and SMW gets another one. 2 for him.
Twisted Minds rolling right now. Nalpo, huge win. And look, he actually completely froze Alpha 54 on the back wall. He base here for Zen, and that's that value that Radosin sends. That doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but it pays off huge because he gives his playmaker space. His playmaker makes a play, and Radosin gets all the benefit with the goal.
Everybody commits on Zen. You see Zen in the air with space, and then it did. But just for Twisted Minds this time, SMW has the reset, goes underneath, and I don't even think the demo mattered. SMW throws it on the ground. Twisted Minds up by 2.
What a win from SMW. Radosin coming with authority for that 50, and he just slipped right by him, let his teammates get out in front, and again create that lane. Way to be patient on the approach.
On the replay, that demo definitely mattered. That ball was getting saved. And Vitality gave it right back. What's going on?
Is it another kickoff strat?
Gotta watch it again.
What'd they do? What did they do? Something cheeky?
And there it is, the bot
same
kickoff.
thing, but they send all three.
There's the bot kickoff, baby.
the double.
They have the Seer bot kickoff. We saw the Nexto bot kickoff there. And earlier we saw the Seer bot where we saw Radosin stack on the left side. What happened here? The lead is melted away.
Radosin just floats one through the mid, and a double commit. They called each other off.
Come on, boys.
They both thought the other one was going to take it.
Probably not the touch they were hoping for. Still, Twisted Minds are looking into the future, taking out a man. SFW still there, jumping up in front of the box, tipping it in. They got the lead.
What a play from Twisted Minds. You say you got to stay locked in. They do it. They force them to give up the ball. It doesn't matter. We're not playing the 50 to take it off.
Seated like Twisted Minds have, they don't get the game back. They lose that game. Vitality at 0 seconds. Last cry here in game number 2, but they ain't getting it.
Creating so much opportunity. Alpha's just camped in the box because it's the only chance, and now Twisted Minds has to finally spread out. They go to get boost, but Radosin had spot so much time that he's able to go steal a corner, come back, and score a freebie.
I think there was tunnel vision. And we're double committing in front of the net with time running out. One last try from Austin, but Zen's right there. There's no threat by Twisted Minds. Vitality don't feel like that's the way through this Vitality defense, but yeah, there you go. Zen just rockets it right into the net. Twisted Minds could not get control of this ball, all set up by Radosin.
I love Radosin. he just wanted the flip reset just so he could do.
The backboard closed. Here's he up high, off the ceiling. Now Bo, no touch, and there's all of Vitality ready to handle it. Mawson needs to keep it high, and that'll be Radosin's ball, but the 50 stays up towards the ceiling. Zen downfield, not where Twisted Minds want to be, and that ball touches the ground. Vitality, too solid on defense. Radosin pops off.
Well, I'm not sure about that play. Now it's going to be extremely difficult for Jorius at the other end, but is he going to survive? No, he can't. It's a perfect play by Gentleman. He's punishing the mistake by Chiefs. Seiko up to Juicy, who hits it close enough to the goal that Jorius has to commit, and then it's back to Seiko for the finish.
Can they get that follow-up that they need? Itachi gets this one towards Juicy, though, down the other end. Kaka has to try and squeeze that one away. Can't do it, and it's 2.
Yeah, the slot there by Juicy. As Itachi perfectly passes it off to him. I mean, the two of them didn't have any boost, but it didn't matter. They're able.
Gentleman's trying to see this one out. Every attack that they take doesn't need to be goal scoring right now. It's just taking more time. Jorius, though, gets something spicy. That's why he's in the team.
Out of nowhere, Jorius pulls out what might be goal of the day. Ceiling pinch from the halfway line. Top corner. That is unbelievable. We're wondering.
Up for that one. Hunter's hoping the ball falls to him. Hunter's already up. It's going to go slightly over him. Is it? No, onto the backboard. Cleared away. 1 second remaining. The ball remains up, though. Seiko up against Jorius. Jorius has a full tank of boost, and he gets the flip reset. Kaka's hoping to get a touch. Jorius keeps it up. Will it fall for a Chiefs player? Not the second major in London. It's plays almost like that work out.
Hang on.
Following up, but this could be the counter-attack. Kaka, Seiko spawns well, but Seiko is bypassed.
Yeah, Kaka just kept his composure there. Seiko spawned in the worst possible position, right between him and the goal, but instead of shooting across the goal like Seiko expected him to, Kaka low 50s. It's left for Gentlemates as they still look to make something happen, but now here comes Jorius. Ceiling double, dunk, in for 2-0.
Wow, the man is good for some stunners throughout a series, and that one was no different. It had to involve the dunk, and there it is, perfect positioning with so much discipline. Not being outpaced at all by Gentlemates, not being squeezed out of life by them. They will take game 2, and they will do it in some... Of course, it's in Saudi Arabia. Everything is different now, and in a separate event, and they are just having to deal with Chiefs.
And they're now all on the score sheet. Kaka opened the floodgates last game, followed by Jorius, who obviously scored in game 1 as well. Now 100 straight goals in 2 games.
A massive save, though, from Itachi. Absolutely huge getting that block. If Chiefs score there, the game is lost, perhaps. And Jorius just goes and dunks him.
Jorius spots an opening and completely pre-jumps Seiko. I mean, he is in the zone right now. One of the biggest upsets in Rocket League history, if this can be completed. And they're going for a third. They're going to get it. It's Kaka committing aggressively. They are not happy with the 2-goal advantage. Jory is up, looking for the bump on Juicy. Kaka doesn't even need him to land. Game number 1. Since then, they've scored 6 goals unanswered. against Gentlemates, one of the tournament favorites, and now they've got double match point.
Hunter and Kaka are playing beyond themselves to match him.
I mean, as well, I don't think the issue really for OCE has been as it's not as much of a mechanical difference. Oh, I don't even have time to talk about it.
No juries.
They've only got to score it again.
And there's no juries involved. It's Hunter getting the extra touch to Kaka. These two have been playing together for a while there. Itachi is beaten clean.
Again, they cannot make too much of an advance before they're getting sent right back into their half. That's a great save by Itachi, but it's going to be the follow-up for Hunter 2-0. They're all over them.
They are pummeling in to our first major winners of the season. It is shot after shot. And again, it's all three Chiefs players. The synergy that they have at this early stage of this team is unbelievable. Here comes Seiko. Finally, surely they're going to score. It was an own goal. Classic OCE. Australia's back, baby.
Well, Juicy got to the middle. And Seiko probably could have scored that. He hit the inside of the post. And Kaka flipped into it. Said if they're going to get back to their best. I mean, it's actually, with the irritable bump pass is going to cause them problems. Jarius can't get there. Seiko makes it too, and that's more like it from Gentlemates.
I was wondering how much impact that one goal would have, and it seems it has been a shot in the arm of the Gentlemates. Suddenly attached, though, is tackled by Hunter. Juicy has no boost to do too much with that ball. Kaka up against Seiko, who beats two of them. Jarius was up as well. There's another early teammate teething issue, and Gentlemates made the most of it.
Gentlemates 3-2. Oh, that's a heavy commit from Jarius, and he really didn't have to go there. Gentlemates weren't immediate.
Management that's taken them to the very top. This is where they love to be. When they have the lead, they are dogged in their defensive responsibilities, but Chiefs have the ball. Kaka to the city. It's going in, but it's saved. We will have game 5. They have to get hold of it, and they have to keep it, even for a couple of seconds. Get some shots on target, make Gentlemates feel spooked again. They've more than done that. They've taken the lead.
Once again, in a back-and-forth game, it is Chiefs who break the deadlock. 50-50 spilled into the middle.
Away by Jarius. Now Juicy's turn. There's still no boost. Nothing in the tank for Gentlemates until Itachi gets the touch. When this lands, it's all over. Chiefs take the dub. Coach LBP successful yet again.
Again, 2 great saves from Gladiators inside the first minute.
Here he is, LJ, and he's got boost as well. This is danger already for Gladiators. You cannot give him this much time. That's what happens. Hawks are on the same wavelength as usual. 1-0 SSG.
The phenomenal stuff as Virtuoso gets complete gamble in defense. I mean, they're hustling about, but they've got to make contact on these clears, or else it's going to be a 2. It is going to be 2. Hawkser gets his second goal of the game. Too many mistakes, too many misses from Gladiators. On touches that are uncontested, you've got to be making contact.
Yeah, Virtuoso did his best to make up for himself.
You're not going to have to force the issue if they don't run into too many problems. Oh, it's another great pass. It's another great goal. LJ gets in the score sheet, 3-0. And what a pass by SSG's Chicago gets involved.
He's already up. Look where LJ is. He's already mid-air waiting for that. Chicago gets to pin that nonsense this time around in this group. This one is going to go to the favorites. So say SSG after the first game. A clean, currently 3-0 victory for them. And the ball lands. And
they've practiced in the run-up to this event. They've been scrimming, they've been boot camping, and they need to use all of that practice to best effect. Oh, that's some synergy, but not the kind you want. Triple commit, triple whiff. Gladiators merely spectators in that play as Max's clear gets slapped into the net by Chicago.
Oh, jeez, look at them. Defending like that should be forbidden. Hawks is up. Look at Chicago already up. Spacestation are just ridiculous.
Oh!
What are you doing, Hawkser?
Pogo outplayed by Hawkser. Over the top of Virtuoso, just gets that touch a little bit earlier than Vert expected. Vert ready for a 50-50 on the ground, but Hawkser pogos it over and recovers.
Just decide who he picks to score it in the end. There you go, Chicago's up. Chicago's up. Yeah, just...
What a pass!
It's ridiculous.
Last game it was Chicago to LJ, now it's LJ to Chicago, the exact same thing. They just said, you know what, let's just pre-jump every pass at that crossbar height on a world-class performance. One of the greatest comebacks, or one of the greatest, I should say, upsets of all time. And Gladiators have been screaming, okay, hold on. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. That's a nice goal in transition by Tho. Yeah, they've been practicing it on. They've been scrimming for weeks in the preparation for this. They've been one of the teams who stuck all split longs as well in RLCS, so...
It's looking like Might have a chance or two, but just getting the rotations going, warming up, playing their game. But the difference in quality. You know, we said LJ was the difference. That's an example.
And that's why you just need somebody challenging there or here or even here, not there. That's just too late. You got to get out much.
Wants to get the doink almost. He dodged for some reason. I don't know why you dodge when you could get a doink, but that's okay. I won't judge. LJ leaves it for Hawks. No, he doesn't. LJ gets the goal.
How fast? LJ with another one. It's 154 kilometers per hour, Hawkster, and LJ with an aerial pinch straight into the top corner. They just still been positive to write home about, but it didn't last for long. Spacestation are right back at the winning ways.
Sad Junior looking very smug there.
Smug Junior
Just
indeed.
watching his team, Smug Junior.
Smug Senior perhaps now. It's been a while.
He'll have to drop the sad as well at this rate. His team are too impressive to be upset. They just can't quite wriggle their cars around the ball enough.
No, that's already going to be another opportunity. Oh, it's in for Chicago. What a block at midfield that just flies straight into the net. Virtuoso pitches it up high and then gets dunked on by Chicago.
Of course, as well, was once the nuke on the block himself for G2. And now with Spacestation Gaming seems to have found a happy home, and straight away from the kickoff as Chicago and Hawks are combining again.
I mean, look at this from SSG. Chicago, late kickoff there, deflecting the ball to the right towards Hawkster, who
Making it feel a little bit toothless. Now they have a chance. Here comes Max. He throws behind him. Max goes for the shot. Max gets the goal, and they do have their second.
Oh, that's a big demo in third there. Just as Vert is clearing the ball, Maxu doesn't rotate back post. He rotates straight towards the third man, demos them, and has a free shot as a result. 1 minute and 9 seconds left. That's a relevant goal there for Gladiators. Now, it was SSG who backed up their goal with a kickoff strat. Gladiators are going to try that same one again. Oh, it's not going to work for them this time. Chicago comes away with it. They've tried that twice in a row. Didn't work the first time. It's even worse the second time.
I don't hate the idea from Gladiators. They wanted to go for the bot shot. They went for the bot shot. Didn't pan out, but they tried something.
Time. Space Station reigns supreme. Gladiators have a lot to work on before tomorrow's tough matchup against gentlemates in the lower bracket round 1.
Space Station Gaming stun.